Yo, what's up? Today I'm talking about how not to be boring, and these soft skills will keep her interested. All right, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kane. I'm the Silver Bachelor. This channel is 100% dedicated to dating advice for older guys. If you're new, smash that subscribe button and hit that notification button because I'm dropping a video every day. All right, how not to be boring. These soft skills will keep her interested. Oh, so I'm going to share a story with you. I, if you've seen my other videos, I go to restaurants, at least once a week, and I'll sit at the bar. One of the things that I love about doing that is I'm able to meet people, and I'm able to make a lot of observations around the situation, right? So, taking a look at my notes because I wanted to share some of the specific details of what I encountered a few weeks ago. So, I'm at this restaurant in an area of the city. I live in Atlanta, and it's a kind of an upscale restaurant. The bar seating is gorgeous, and I'm sitting there, and I could tell right away there was a married couple beside me, and the guy, the husband, was talking about financial investments and politics. Well, I could see that she was tuning out, right? She was not interested. And man, I'll tell you guys, man, when you go out with your wife or your date, leave the politics, leave the investment talk. It is boring as fuck to women. Leave that for yourself or your buddies, maybe at home. But in general, women have, for the most part, ADHD, right? They are like, their brains, they need constant stimulus. It's like they're a little child, and you need to constantly play with them all day with their toys until they get exhausted and then they fall asleep. Right? I'm just saying it, right? I'm laughing because it's kind of true. Most women have ADHD. Their attention span is like. So this guy, he's talking about investments and politics. Excuse me. I was fighting a cold last week, so I might cough the odd time. All right, so he's talking about investments in politics. She's tuning out, and he keeps looking at his fucking phone. So, I'm just observing this, right? So she's bored. Man, they just sat down, and it's like a few minutes in, and she's already tuning out. And then she goes onto her phone. Next thing I know, maybe fast forward like 15 minutes in, they're both on their fucking phones looking at shit, and they hardly talk the rest of the time. So I'm just gonna stop there because there's more I want to talk about this. Um, I see this so many times where a couple is having dinner and they're on the bloody phones. First, guys, put the fucking phone away. I don't understand what's so damn important. Turn your notifications off. Put the phone away. Put it in your pocket. Make her the attention. Give her the attention, right? On that date, because that's why you're out. You're all out on a date, whether it's your wife or your girlfriend or date, whatever. So if she's on the phone, right, and I've covered this in some of my videos, if she's on the phone, you can ask her, oh, is that work related? If she keeps looking at the phone, I don't tolerate that shit. If somebody's on their phone, I will be nice and I will ask them and say, "Oh, is that you have to? Are you still on the clock?" And 9 times out of 10, the woman will realize, "Oh shit, I need to put the phone away." Right? They'll put the phone away. What I've also discovered is women will mirror you on the date. If they see you on the phone, they'll be on the phone. I rarely encounter a woman who's on her damn phone when we're out on dates. Now, sometimes what happens is you've gone out quite a few times, right? They get comfortable with you. If that happens, again, I will be polite about it, but there have been a couple times where I've said, "Hey, look, I'm really enjoying my company with you, and it'd be nice if we both put our phones away." Something like that, right? If she gets defensive, whew, if she gets defensive, then I will respond in kind and I'll say, "You know what? I find it kind of disrespectful that we're trying to have a good time together and you keep being on your phone. you don't think that it's a big deal, but it's a turn off to me. Usually when that happens, the evening is over, right? And they go home. And I'm okay with that. When they know, listen, man, I put my foot on the ground and I've said, nope, not tolerating you being on your phone the whole time, they will usually apologize and not do that again. So it's very important, guys, that you keep your masculine frame and you do not accept behavior like that. But you need to lead, right? You need to be the one leading it and not being on the phone yourself. Okay. So so the big lessons here is when you're out with your wife or on a date, don't talk about yourself. Keep that to a minimum. Definitely don't talk about politics. Don't talk about investments. And I know you are so smart and you know so much about those topics and what's going on in the world, and you want to have somebody to talk about it with. Share those things with your bros, right? Your bros will totally engage and be fine with talking about that. But women, like I said, pretty much have ADHD. They lose their attention span and they get bored. And if they get bored, that means you're not having sex that night because they're not. I did a video on the runway strategy. So basically, imagine a woman is a plane and it needs time in order to take off and be in a place, mental place where they want to have sex. It's a progression of things, right? So talked about not being boring, talked about not being on your phone. Oh, okay. One other thing, and I'm just looking at my notes because I want to make sure I give you the most value out of this video. So the last thing I'll leave you with is this guy. Not only was he obese, he was not just fat. He was on the obese side, right? So that's the other thing, man. You need to take care of your body. You need to get to the gym and focus on yourself. And again, I'm like, if you want a woman to constantly have a high desire for you, that high desire is going to stay when she thinks you're hot, and she's going to think you're hot when you take care of yourself, right? It's just part of being masculine, having a masculine frame. So this guy was overweight, fine, obese, whatever, and he's wearing a smartwatch. Oh. I'm going to talk about a smartwatch. I'm not wearing my watch today, right? But some of you might get mad at me on this one, but I don't care because I'm just calling it for what it is. Stop wearing, no pun intended, stop wearing the smartwatch on your dates, your wife or your girlfriend, whatever. You know why? Because smartwatches are feminine. And I've just said it. Smartwatches are feminine, but they have a place, and that is with athletic activity. Makes sense. You want to track your heart rate. You want to track your steps. Okay, you're going out for a walk. You're going out for a jog. You're going out for a hike. You're at the gym. I get it. But smartwatches are ultimately feminine, and I would never wear a smartwatch on a date, and because I want to maintain masculine energy. And most important is this, okay? A mechanical watch, not a smartwatch, a mechanical watch is the only thing alive that you're wearing that ticks like your heartbeat. It's pretty powerful, right? You're wearing something that is alive. It's a mechanical movement and it ticks. It's a beautiful thing. And I am a purist when it comes to watches. I do not wear any battery watch. Everything I'm about to buy a second watch, and the watches that I like are mechanical movement. You basically they wind up based on your wrist action, or they have a crown that you can twist and set the movement for it. So I like mechanical watches, and there's just something very special about wearing a real watch, a mechanical watch, none of this smartphone crap or smartwatch crap. And okay, if you don't believe me, right, all right. So they did many studies on, they put drinks, alcoholic drinks, just a photo of a drink. And they're like asking women, what do you think about, what is this guy's personality? What's this guy like? All they see is a picture of an old fashioned. They see another picture of a cosmopolitan, margarita, glass of wine, red wine, white wine, a glass of champagne, whatever, right? So just seeing a glass of an alcoholic drink, a woman will have certain perceptions of you. So there's also, I did a video on what drinks to not order on your date, right? Because she's seeing, oh, so for example, I really like bubbly drinks. Like I like Prosecco and I like champagne a lot. And it feels good with my stomach. I don't get bloated or anything like that. I get bloated after a couple drinks of red wine and I get bloated after a couple drinks of old fashions. But I love those drinks. So if I'm on a first date specifically, maybe even the second date, I don't order the bubbly drinks. I don't order, say it, the girly drinks. I order the manly drinks, red wine, or old fashions. And when they see me ordering that, they're like, "Oh shit, this guy is fucking boss," right? Again, man, you know what? You may not agree with me, but I'm telling you, I go out on dates every single week. I can easily go out on 2-3 dates a week if I want. And I've gone out on many dates with minimum sevens, a lot of times eights, nines, and the thing is, I'm really good at it. And I'll share this that if I click with somebody and I like them, we're having sex within about 3 dates, and it's all because they sense that masculine energy, and women love that. All right, so the smartwatch thing, just don't do it. And this guy, that's what he was wearing, and I was just like, and then men complain like, why isn't the girl into me? Why doesn't she want to have sex? So that's the end of the video, man. Let me know what you think in the comments, especially about the, putting your phone away. Is she on the phone? How do you handle that? And, what other kind of soft skills do you think men need to practice when they're out on a date with these women? And specifically, what do you think of the smartwatch? Would you wear a smartwatch on a date? And are you wearing a smartwatch on a date? All right, man. We'll see you next time.